Here is the full side-by-side comparison of the iPhone 5S and the iPhone SE. So let's get going. The first thing I wanted to test off was the ID Touch. People have been saying that the iPhone SE has the older generation of Touch ID. So let's test it out. As you can see, the iPhone SE is much faster. Now, why is this? Probably because it has an enhancement of the A9 chip. So we'll try powering it on. So as you can see, it still is faster. The iPhone SE is much faster in its ID sign-on process. So let's move on to some other important things that you might like to use, like Wi-Fi test. So let's begin. So as you can see from the numbers, the iPhone SE is a little bit faster, got 35 megabits to the router, and the iPhone 5 has 31. Now, this isn't this doesn't prove everything, but this is a good indication of how fast this was. I was able to install apps so quickly on this one. Seemed like it took a little bit longer on here. So let's try something else, like a Geekbench. So as you can see, the supposed 2 gigabytes of RAM is confirmed. It's 1.96 gigabytes compared to 100 megabytes. So 1 gigabyte versus 1.96 gigabytes. Now let's run this. I started this later, but it still ended before. Look at that. Almost over 1,000 on the single core and almost 2,000 on the multi-core. So as you can see, this is really fast. Of course, having the same components of the 6S. So let's play around with the navigation and see this. It's definitely smooth. They're both the same in that respect. It just seems, even the screen actually. Even the screen is slightly different. So it's like, let's try opening another application, like the App Store. So as you can see, the iPhone SE did populate everything instantaneously. It was like immediately. Everything, even the animations, you can prove by the animations they are that the iPhone SE is much faster in opening these applications. Let's try settings. About the same. So the iTunes Store. So, that doesn't prove everything. It is a little bit faster. Just the iPhone SE is just a little bit faster than the 5S. Now, let's move on to the camera. You have the new edition of the live photos. Now, if you notice the difference between these, automatically you notice that this has a better contrast. You're moving on, and it's like, and then of course the two-tone flash versus no flash option over here on the 5S. So let's test out the cameras. The iPhone SE's camera is definitely better, has dynamic range, low lighting is visibly different, and much better. So as you can see, the iPhone SE's phone camera is much better than the 5S. It's a definite boost in dynamic range for photographers, in slow-mo for videographers who like to have really slow-mo. If you want to get twice the slow-mo, basically. So overall, the iPhone SE is definitely an improvement upon the 4-inch phones. And if you guys were thinking about looking at it, I would definitely recommend it. Make sure you get the 64 gigabytes, the SE. You can get it in any color you like. I chose rose gold. It's got lots of great features that a lot of people are going to really like faster processing, definitely faster at reading your thumbs if you remember. It's got, I mean, look at that, it doesn't know how to read it. Definitely better cameras, better Wi-Fi, and faster processing. Nearly twice as fast in a Geekbench.